Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Vice Press Open Channel Season 2, Episode 4. I'm James from Vice Press, and I'm joined as always by Matt Ferguson.
Yo.
No.
Mr.
He's to
Flory.
your right.
Oh,
Ahoy!
he's to my right.
Story's
And Tom
dead.
from Dropcast.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How's everyone doing this week?
Shit.
Good.
Shit.
Go on then, Matt. Why are you feeling shit?
Down. Been
Just down.
sick. Things aren't going my way.
Sick.
Yeah, sick. Just I've been sick this week. Horrible cold. Finally starting to get over.
Well, we
Just
thought we
the
were gonna
usual.
get hit with the COVID bomb this week. None of us have had it in this household, and the kids have been
Yeah.
at school for a whole term. Herbie comes home, I'm just like, oh, what's going on here? And there's like the gear just like
Oh,
dribbling out.
no.
Like, oh fuck, here we go. No, our ticket's been punched. It's our turn. Nah, is sweet. Like 12 hours later, so I'm like, It used
All
about
good?
50
All fine?
because we've got about 500 rat tests. They keep bringing them home from school. Boxes and boxes of them, and we've never had to use them. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get this kid like boom, boom, boom. I tested him like 5 times. It's all sweet. So
Yeah,
I'll just do it again.
Negative all.
It's crazy.
Again.
They kind of started today that the students don't have to wear a mask anymore. That started today here in Germany, which is kind of weird. I was wearing a mask all day, but it's really crazy. Yeah.
Well, you've been struck with a COVID bomb this past week, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm out of the doghouse again here. So, but it
So
wasn't.
you're done now. You're out.
I'm done. Yeah, I went back to work yesterday.
What are
Yes,
the rules over there? Like, are you like the UK, as if we're pretending it doesn't exist anymore and it's kind of all good?
7 days.
Is it the same over in Germany? Do you have to isolate or?
But yeah, we still have to do that. I think it's still 10 days max. It's like 7, and then you can test, and then if you are negative after 7 days, you can go out again and like skip the last 3 days. But after 10 days, they basically say we don't care anymore. Even if you're positive, the virus is not that, or the virus load is not that much in your system. So fuck
Okay,
it.
right. Okay, fair
Do
enough.
we- have to isolate?
Ours is 7 days.
No, we don't have to isolate anymore, Matt. This is the weird thing.
Whoa.
Like, our rule now is if you've got COVID, fuck it. Like, it's really
Get to work.
It's like we don't like my stepmom was telling me the other day where she works. I'll not say the company. They're telling staff if you've got COVID, unless you feel ill, come into work. And this is a big company. This isn't a small
Oh, that's
company. This is
wild.
and they're a supermarket chain as well, by the way, guys. Their policy is as long as you feel fine, come in.
Wowzers. Yeah,
This
ours
is-
is 7
this is-
days. So you,
this
if
is
you if you
bonkers.
test positive 7 days from there, but it's all kind of like self-managed and stuff anyway, I think.
Yeah.
Like again, we haven't gone through it, so
Yeah, it's
but
more
yeah, no,
self-managed
it's
here as well.
not.
We've
That's
gotta
fucked up
pay-
to pretend you don't have it because like a mate of mine just got it from work, and they've got we're meant to go to their 1-year-old's birthday, and now the kid's in hospital and shit. It's like fuck me, we can't just pretend this doesn't exist. Like it's still pretty bad
Yeah, it's
for
really
certain
crazy.
like certain age groups and certain people and stuff. Like fuck me, gotta do something. Jesus.
We've got to start paying for COVID tests from today.
Oh, they tried
Oh,
that
sorry,
too,
what?
and then it was bad, and then
Yeah,
we
we've got to
don't.
start paying. I think it's £10.
Fucking
I might be wrong. That I might have completely made up that, but I think
they're
it's
not free anymore. Yeah.
it's like standard
Jesus
prescription
Christ.
cost per test, which is £8, I think, something like that
Wow.
per test.
Wow.
So they just literally don't want the number to go up. They just
Yeah.
like they're making a deterrent to getting tested. Well, that's
So-
fucking. This is
just look
this is
good.
annoying. Let's
Just
talk
look
about something else.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
let's talk about something else. So,
Yeah.
Moon Knight was really good. Everybody watched Moon Knight.
Marvel's Moon Knight. Yeah, I watched that. He's cool, that guy. I like that guy.
What's the movie?
And by that guy, I mean Oscar Isaac,
Isaac
number
is
one
an
actor,
actor.
fucking legend.
The
First
second
Like,
one-
how
Marvel
this show-
property he did was what, X-Men, and he was Apocalypse, and he got screwed, and then he's like, I'll get it right this time. Like bang.
Yeah,
yeah,
and he got it right. He got it right. Like he's so. I was thinking about this here, like just yesterday. I was like, I don't think it could be as good as it was without him doing it. Like, or an actor of his with his skill. He's just so good. Both of the. It seems like there's distinct. Well, there will be distinct personalities and characters between however many personalities and that he has. Well, what do you call them? Yeah, well, if you know anything about the comics, like he can get fucking wild in that guy's head, which is really cool. But yeah, I know. I thought he did such a great job. Possibly the worst CG I've ever seen in an MCU property. Like
Which CG didn't you like?
all every car, the logs that fell down the thing.
Oh, it didn't bother me.
That man that jumped onto the back of the van was like, I don't know what was going on there, but they just put like a blue filter for a window, but set it to the wrong setting. Like they had it on soft light.
I was
instead of
like
screen or something.
delirious though, so that was all fine. I was just like, oh god, I don't want to get hit by logs.
To be clear, still the best first episode of a show they've probably had, I think. Like it doesn't bother me. Like character is more important. Like you could literally, they could just, whenever they need CG, they could just hand animate it. I wouldn't care. Like if the characters are good and the story is good.
The dog dude looked good though. The dog thing
that did look good. Yeah, they put the money where they needed it to put.
Right at the end when he turned into costume, that was wicked.
I think I texted you for about 20 minutes in and said this is the best first episode they've done so far. I was all in, and I think you're right. It was kind of not all down, but Oscar Isaac was a huge part of that because he bought into him straight away because he was so compelling to watch, but kind of so funny. But I don't know. It was just you just kind of bought into it. You just kind of.
I like when he says later.
Well,
and he's not talking to anyone, right?
Yeah.
No, that's all in his head.
Not. Yeah, it's so good.
It's kind of one of those mysteries that kind of, because when he pulled the phone out of the thing, I thought straight away I was going to be like, oh, there's going to be loads of voicemails and it's going to be him. That's what I thought that was going to be. But then obviously they had the Layla thing and the Deschamps, which is the sword guy that's his mate from the comics, isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it the pilot, the Frenchie or whatever his name is?
I can't remember. I have to admit, Moon Knight isn't a character I know. I think Florrie knows more about Moon Knight than me. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I've read
a
like
bit.
one comic.
Yeah, a little bit of back in the day, and then just like the vagaries of it all. But I quite liked the idiot is in control. Like, oh no, give the body back to Mark. I'm like, what? F. Murray coming in as his voice. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so cool.
People
do a poster. I was going to do a poster.
But what happened?
I wanted to do one.
What happened? I don't know. I spoke to them and then they just never got back to me.
Those mother.
You've kind of got like with F. Murray Abraham. I think you've kind of he's one of those actors. Whenever he pops up, he's not a character you have front and center all the time. He's kind of like your J.K. Simmons kind of character. He always kind of elevates something as a nice little supporting actor. Like have any of you guys watched Mythic Quest yet?
Yeah, it's so great. I love it. Just wanted to say that.
He's great in that as like a nice.
He's in an episode of Kojak in the 70s.
Is he?
Really good in it.
Wasn't he in? I remember him from Amadeus, right?
Yeah. He was the Italian guy.
Didn't he get the Oscar for that?
Because Tom, I did German in high school.
You did? Why are we not talking German?
Remember nothing of it. Nothing, right? Because Japanese was the good language. Who needs to learn German? Jesus. So
thank you.
I got an A in GCSEs.
We did German, but our music teacher was a German chap, and he was like, right, come on, let's just pop this on. He was just really into this film, so we watched it in there for no particular reason. Now this fucking movie rules. This is actually good. Why is it always that the best thing watching movies at school? Like we used to, the school owned a copy of Mr. Bean's the movie. It's like we can't go wrong here.
I remember
brace yourself when he turns up the
when The Matrix came out. Our English teacher was just like, "This new film's come out. It's fucking awesome. I've got a copy of it."
Yep,
and we just watched it one day because he wanted to watch it at school.
Yeah, that's what we did too. Yeah. I mean,
Matrix.
In philosophy class, we watched The Matrix. Obviously,
has nothing to do with English literature at all.
It is always weird about how those films that you watch in school kind of just burn their way into your kind of mind a little bit more than if you'd watch them at home. Like what did we watch? We watched The Fugitive in English. I don't even know why we watched The Fugitive.
Because the teacher wanted to watch it. That's why.
Yeah. And what's the one that's when they're on the boat and Sam Neill's in it? I can't remember what it's called. And like there's murders on a boat and there's Sam Neill's in it.
And thingy.
Cape. With Nicole Kidman. That is.
Yeah.
gonna really dead calm.
Yeah, we watched that for some reason.
And the Psychos thing, isn't it?
Good- that
He's
good
not
movie.
famous anymore, but he's a good actor. Oh.
Just
Billy
stuff like
Zane?
that.
Yeah, Billy Zane. Yeah.
Billy Zane.
Please.
Yes. And then obviously we watched To Kill a Mockingbird, but that was, because half of our class couldn't be asked to read the book and we had to do an exam on it.
What I want to know,
like that,
has
but, yeah.
anyone made a cocktail called the Tequila Mockingbird? Because that's an idea for you.
Yeah.
$1,000,000
That is a good
there you
idea.
go.
Yep.
What are you drinking
Free
today?
one.
'Cause
That's
we
a song.
record it, so
That's a song.
thank you very much, everyone that's watching it. 1:00 in the afternoon. This is actually quite a good
How many
time for
people?
Flory.
Is it 10?
No, we're at
14.
15.
16 right now, actually. 16.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it's
And
going up.
Bunch of cool people that we always get in the evening. They are already here, and some others that have their morning coffee. So that's really nice to see
Okay.
that they're joining.
So this is cocktail hour for you, Flory. What are you imbibing today?
Well, a bit of
Oh, nice.
a gentleman Jack, just a Babinski and cola.
Nice.
I won't mention the brand. Let's just
Classic.
go.
Classic.
Yeah, I've had about 6 of these. So
Oh, are you? I think I'm gonna treat myself to an old fashioned tonight. I found a new whiskey brand called Mitchum's, something like that.
Didn't they?
That's really nice, isn't it?
Didn't Forbes or I think I saw it somewhere that the best whiskeys of 2022 or 2021 or something were just announced.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, top 10.
I'll look forward to not being able to afford any of those.
You three talk. 2 seconds.
Okay,
Sure,
boss.
yeah.
The
Someone
host
at
of the show
door.
has left the building. Oh, now we can talk about like the stuff he doesn't want us to talk about.
The NDA stuff.
I don't know what that would be, but
But yeah, it's really nice to see.
Matt has also left us because he is now just plugging away on his phone.
Yeah.
Get on my phone, yeah.
Yeah, so but it's good to see all the other people in the chat, and they are really liking about Moon Knight. They liking the car chase here that was mentioned a couple times.
I did like that whole sequence. And
Cakes in the
I
face
really
is good.
yeah. What I really loved about the show in general, I thought it was very well directed and sort of put together. Like some of the especially in that the car chase obviously was really well choreographed, is what I want to say. But I really liked once he was back in the museum at the end, there was a lot of cool angles and half face stuff and mirror stuff
reflection.
as he got further into it. Yeah, even there's just like this statue in the foreground with like half a face, and I'm like, he's going to turn around and
the
line up
horror
with
stuff,
it.
the horror
He's going to
stuff's
turn
great.
around and line up. All good, all brilliant.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to see where it goes.
By the way, I wanna wish Richard Philpott, who's in the chat, a very happy belated birthday. He turned 40 yesterday, I think.
Oof, the big 4-0. It's all downhill from here,
But
bud.
you finished.
I don't have long myself, so I can't say much.
Sorry, go for it, Tom.
No, I just want to say so who was disturbing us?
So my Ring doorbell went off, which is really weird because it went off on my phone. It also went off downstairs, and I've just got downstairs and there was no one there.
Ghost.
Don't you have the camera
yeah,
for that?
Ghost.
Yeah, I've just checked on the camera, and it said missed ring, and I've clicked on the missed ring, and there was no one there.
Ghost.
How weird is that?
Nothing like a missed ring.
Honshu or whatever his name is.
Yeah, you've got an Egyptian god following you around England there. That's the thing with England; it's all haunted because it's all so old. So people have died everywhere.
I mean, if you've seen the BBC comedy Ghosts,
Yes,
which is absolutely incredible,
I like the American version as well.
it's nowhere near as good, is it?
It's
Where do I watch this that isn't the BBC?
CBS is the American
it's
one.
on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, so
now.
my
Ghosts
camera
is
just
so
went fucking
good.
bananas. Am I pink?
You look different.
You've just gone pink.
My camera's
yeah.
gone bonkers too.
Ghost. The ghost has gone
By
over.
the way, James, don't you have your Ghostbusters
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
to check? What's up?
Oh yeah, should have got my wand out. I mean, the
Oh,
new Trona
PKE.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, Gary's in the chat.
Garrington.
He wants one
Garrington.
of these. He wants one of these. He wants number
That's what it is.
93. Well, Gary, put
we
your
were
money
talking-
where your mouth is, and then we'll fucking talk.
We were talking about Ghosts. So, exciting news this week around Ghosts is Charlotte Ritchie, who's the main person in Ghosts, has just been cast in probably my fourth favourite TV programme. She's in the new series of You, which is exciting because I really
She's very funny.
That's the murdery one that like
Yeah.
all everyone's wife watches, right?
Yeah. All the middle-aged women like.
Yep.
And
I
this
watched
is
it.
like-
I watched it too. I have to say.
Bridgerton. You're on Bridgerton as well, James. Or-
No, I haven't seen Bridgerton yet. No, Yu's brilliant. Yu's
We
great.
do. We watched Resident Alien.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's good. Resident Alien's really good.
Did you finish the second season yet? Or
No, we wouldn't have had it all on. It's on one a week, so we're about halfway.
Has anyone said this is? Well, I was just talking to Tom about this, and James said some of it. I watched this film this week because while I was working, called *Malignant*, which is the Aussie director James Wan's latest opus, I guess you could call it. This film is fucking bonkers. Like, even down to like the tone of it, and just like all the acting is terrible on purpose. I don't even know, but they've just had this idea. He's gone, I got a few days before the next Aquaman, and he's filmed this horror film. I don't even know what to like call it, but it's fucking weird, and the idea is so bizarre. Yeah, it is a bit. But then it turns into this weird action thing as well, with like all these really stylized fight scenes.
it's horror.
It's wild.
action.
It's wild. Like, you should watch it if get a few of these out and put that on without anyone else around, because everyone else would probably hate it. But if you like weird shit, just put that on. It's fucking weird.
I got two recommendations this week as well. And first off, it's I watched yesterday this 3 hours and 5 minute Indian movie called RRR. It plays like 1899. It's about the basically fight against the English colonizers. And,
yeah, we don't like them English.
And
No, we don't.
that's a doorbell. Yeah.
That's
The
my
ghost is
doorbell.
back. The
It's
ghost
an
is
English
back.
That's my
ghost.
fucking doorbell.
It's an English ghost.
And yeah, this movie was just incredible. We had like I sometimes I was starting to cheering in the cinema, and like people were flipping out. I saw even other movies where people had like in other cinemas they had like confetti guns and stuff like that, and like shit went crazy in the cinema. It's like this kind of movie. Like, people go crazy. It's like the trailer has been like, I don't know, when the trailer for this movie came out, in like 24 hours, it had like 150 million views. It's like Spider-Man kind of territory. And it's like crazy, and everybody's going crazy about it. And it was a crazy movie. It's like over the top. Normal people can lift motorcycles from that time period and like flip it and hold it in their hands and stuff. And but also some emotional, very emotional stuff. I got almost teary-eyed sometimes. It was very, very cheesy, but a lot of fun.
I tell you what, though, some Bollywood films are batshit crazy. Like,
All of them are.
well, yeah, I've watched a few on every now and again when I'm on a long plane journey. They seem to have a lot of them on planes, and just bang one on, and just just for entertainment value, they are entertaining.
Yeah,
they are so entertaining to watch. It should be something, to be fair, it should be something I maybe sit down and have a look at. Netflix are getting good at putting a few of them on nowadays and kind of sticking decent ones on there. On the subject of that, I get my new TV on Tuesday, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, I need to come round and make sure you've got the settings right.
What did you get?
No doubt.
What did you get, James?
I've got the new LG 43-inch OLED.
Oh,
So
the
it's
new ones, the C2.
Yeah, so I've had to pre-order it. So it's been on pre-order for a while.
Awesome.
So I just need to get a 4K DVD player now.
I'll come round and you'll have motion.
4K
DVD. Like,
4K Blu-ray player. So I'm gonna get the Philips one that Matt keeps harassing me to get.
Panasonic is the best Blu-ray player, actually.
Yeah.
Panasonic.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, that Panasonic one. That does look quite classic.
I had a Sony one and it crapped out and broke. I only bought the thing so I could watch Transformers. Transformers is on 4K disc.
I had the
and then
sorry,
got the Panasonic one. I'm still fucking talking now. The Panasonic one, and that's quiet as a mouse. It's so quiet.
Well, I tell you what, Matt, because I have been saving this, so I've been deliberately saving this, that 4K, because I've not watched Transformers the 35th yet. I've been saving that 4K box set that we did for when I get the TV. So
you have to.
I'll
You're not
order the
gonna.
thing
You have to watch it
tomorrow.
with. No, you can't watch it with us. I'm like, you should watch it with us when I come over. We'll all watch it, but then that might be the worst thing ever because you won't hear the thing. Me and him will just be reciting all those lines. You know?
but we could.
Doing that thing
But we
that
could do
people
that though. We could do that. Like, basically, James is watching it off screen, and he's on camera, and then we will all start at the same time, and it's going to be audio commentary.
we'll watch along.
I would do an audio commentary on Transformers the movie. Yeah.
Let's do that, people. Let's do that. But anyways, I also watched. I finished when I was in COVID quarantine. I finished the what's it called? I was say Flags of Our Fathers, but I mean,
Our flag means.
yeah, exactly. It's so good. It's so brilliantly.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I don't know how to watch it over here. If
We're
anyone's
just not here, and we don't get it in England because we're shit.
Yeah. If anyone in the comments is in the UK and knows how we can watch it legitimately, just let us know. Because
VPN.
I just can't. There's that many streamers and shit now. You have to log
If I
into
can be
it.
bothered with doing a VPN and this and that and doing a torrent or whatever, any of that nonsense. Just put it on the streamer for me.
It took us like 4 years to get well into the
Pay it.
paranormal.
I'll pay. Pay for shit all the
That
time.
is what frustrates me. It's like if I have tried for 5 minutes to legitimately watch something, that's when I just go, well, you made it too hard, and then I just steal the fuck out of it.
Yeah. By the way,
it's not my fault. I tried.
True.
Yeah.
by the way, Gary said he was at your door, so you should answer the door.
Oh, never answer if it's a Garrington.
Yeah, well, I've noticed in the thread that Gareth's saying about that your printing on your Jurassic Park flurries come out really well. I don't know whether Matt you've seen them yet, but the printing
I
from
have, yeah.
White Duck is legit. Those came out really well.
It's since they got the better ink,
That
right?
black ink.
So they imported some ink from America, which it mixes differently, which means they can do a finer mesh.
Mhm.
So they get finer detail
Very
by about
good.
double the detail, basically.
Mhm.
Wow.
And before we get loads of emails going, well, I haven't been dispatched yet, we're about halfway through, so we know it's the weekend. We'll ship the rest next week. It's fine. But yeah, they do look really cool.
It's the weekend's fault.
The weekend's fault. It's his fault. Is he a rapper?
That
He's a rapper,
fucking
isn't he?
No, he's a singer.
He's a singer.
He makes noise.
An artist.
Noise
Artist.
in a rhythm.
I'm blinded by the light.
So, I forgot what I was going to say.
Did we finish Moon Knight, by the way?
Hellboy went on sale yesterday.
Yeah, Hellboy went on sale yesterday.
Hellboy.
Yeah, that did. That's doing really well. We've had a lot of questions about the hot foil and why the regular is more expensive than the variant. It's a bit of an interesting thing with this. Me and Matt have had conversations, and probably the hot foils. Long story short, because it's a lithograph with a hot foil on there, the hot foil is quite an expensive process to put on there. It's like letter pressing and things along those lines.
They
So
have to
we
make an extra plate, and they transfer the gold onto it. And it
Yeah.
presses in.
It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
Touch it.
So it should look
It stays hot.
quite legit when that comes through, and that'll look really great. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's one of Drew Struzan's best pieces of artwork. It's kind of a lot of people, when it comes to these movie posters, like floating heads. They like the floating head kind of stuff. Ooh.
It's because a lot of people don't have any fucking taste, you know.
Well, my kind of preference, as I'll kind of put it, is more like The Thing, and this is more akin to stuff like The Thing rather than say like the Back to the Future kind of stuff. Like the Back to the Future, my favorite Drew Struzan Back to the Future poster is the one where the DeLorean where you've got the DeLorean in the train rather than the ones with Doc and Marty stood with the DeLorean. It's kind of more those kind of ones. And for me, this is more akin to those kind of things. So this is one of my favorite Drew Struzan ones. It's not my favorite Drew Struzan poster of all time. Unfortunately, I don't think.
What is?
Mallrats.
Oh, I don't like floating head
Did he do
posters.
them
I like the one with a load of fucking floating heads on that looks shit.
Let's point
Ugly as all hell. Right, so
Yeah.
the best Struzan poster is The Thing.
I agree.
Get it?
Yeah, no, his best one is The Thing. I think the Mallrats one is just that's the one where I first recognized Drew Struzan as a poster and as an artist, and it kind of went back. But but there is another one that means a lot to me that I think we're doing this year, or we plan to do this year, Matt.
What, Drew Struzan poster?
Yes. An American Tail.
Spoilers. Or the Mouse movie.
Yeah.
I don't have the artwork.
An American Tail. We do. We've been sent it. We have it.
Awkward pause.
Because I've got to remake
3, 2,
the
1.
poster because we get sent scans of the original painting, and then I remake the thing. There's something that people don't know about because I'm not there ballyhooing about it. Going on all the Drew's Zone posters, I've redone since the Big Trouble in Little China. I've redone all the type.
You
And it's
have
weird
indeed.
because you've got to match the type to how they did it originally as well, and it's bespoke type, ugly layout. The kerning's weird. They just did it all.
It's something that drives me insane. I can't. I think you've asked me to do like one or two things like that as well, and I find it hard. I can do it accurately to the poster, but I find it really difficult because I was trained to do type properly, and it's just like you're fighting against your brain because it's like, no, we want you to whack this K right up against this E for no particular reason in this word. Like it's because it's all done sort of like, you know, traditionally, and we've got computers that can go in 20,000 times the size and do it all perfectly, you know. But you've kind of got to make it a bit wrong, which
they
always breaks
end
my
up
brain.
looking more right when you do them wrong.
That's true.
I found with credits.
And I think the flexibility.
Matt knows how to do things wrong on his own posters. That's why when he always has like a retro, like he can do that retro thing properly. I can't do that as like a natural thing. You just put dumb borders and weird type on stuff, and it looks really good, and it really annoys me.
I think
so.
Is that where, you know, like with this one then, Matt? Was this one a bit? I wouldn't say easy because it's never easy. I guess because this one never had the credits on there.
Well, the credits, it was just taken from like the modern. There's a modern movie, so then I did it in the modern style with like the super thin.
Yeah.
Right, which is actually quite hard to work with because it's really, and because they put about 50 million times more names on a poster than they used to. The poster used to be like the director, maybe the guy that did the music, and a couple of the stars, you know, maybe the writer.
Yeah.
And then they could be creative with the text.
I do prefer like
with the Universal. Everybody, 10 producers, the music supervisor, the person who actually wrote the music, the special effects person, the visual effects person, the stunt coordinator half the time. And so it's a massive thing. So that's why they have them in the really scrunched up type. It looks more modern. That's the thing.
I think I'm erring more towards, I don't know about you, I think I'm erring more towards preferring posters that have less credits on them rather than more. I think some of my favorite stuff we've done so far is kind of the stuff like when we do the Universal monsters, it's a bit more restrained because that's how it used to be back in the day.
Have like 10 names, but like it's like you can't do that obviously because modern ones or certain films they just have many credits on.
You need a certain amount of time. It's problematic when you're not allowed any credits because even if you can have the title, it's sort of it doesn't allow you to have any hierarchy. It doesn't just placing one piece of type is difficult. Even with like doing brochures and business cards and shit like that, it's like one thing is harder. You just kind of this might dictate the size of this, you know. Exactly right. Your little logos and your bits and pieces and your copyright and stuff. So you always try to have that stuff at least. And the ratings blocks are always really good because they make it feel somewhat like a poster, even if you don't have credits. But yeah, you're right. Older stuff, it's very era, like it gives you the era of the movie straight away with how much bullshit it has on it. Like newer films definitely have a lot of bullshit, but it's always condensed and you screen it out to like, you know, just a light blue or whatever, so it's not white and like there's all this crap everywhere in my face, all over the artwork.
Is it comparable to? I just pulled up. I think that's a good example because the Greg Staples Bride of Frankenstein. The credits on that one.
Yeah, I did the type.
Yeah, so there you have it. I mean, I think that's the comparison right there.
Maybe I'm quite good at doing type on posters.
I think you are. You did like the Paul Mann as well. The Paul Mann Flash
Gordon. All the Paul Manns for us, yeah. So I did the Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park we did. I'm still proud of the fact that I had the idea last minute to do the logo the same colours as the Explorer. You know, the green and the red.
Have I seen this poster?
Or it was just, you know, the one where it's with the flare. We did, and the T-Rex. It's done like a quad to the side. You will have seen.
Probably. I don't remember it either.
I know which one
And
you're
I
talking
did
about.
the logo with the green and the red, and usually Jurassic Park logo is not that color, obviously. And we didn't have it that color to start with. Did it last?
Yeah.
It tied the whole piece together.
It did. It's still one of my favourite posters we've done, that Paul Mann Jurassic Park. We've spoken to him about doing a Jaws poster in that style as well.
I like it when you get an artist like that. Face them. Maybe don't do some faces, do something else.
Yeah, because Paul's
such a good artist, but also you don't just have to rely on the floating heads. That can get hard.
Yeah, just sort of say, just do something, but not that. Like that's. I think they go, if you can.
Like I want him to do Blade Runner, but with no likeness.
Yeah, well, but if you can if you can do that likeness, and you've been hired for like, well, how long has he been doing it for? Like 30, 40 years or something. Like if you've just been going for it, and everyone keeps paying you for that, like that, obviously you would just quickly bash out a painting with a bunch of heads on it. But I think it would be freeing as the artist as well to be told, don't do that, because obviously he doesn't want to do that all the time. Like. You know, Matt, you've been trying to find like a new thing, like what's the next thing, what's the new iteration or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm bored of the current.
Yeah, so you're always trying to like find a new thing. To be told do a new thing would be good.
I could have stuck with Dutch angles forever, because there's artists that get a thing, either a style or a look or a vibe, and they just stick to that one thing, and then they just stagnate and disappear and fall off a cliff. If you ask me. Even really big popular ones. I'm not going to name any names because that would be a little bit mean. But they just.
I mean, they have been forgotten.
Well, exactly. They've gone. I can't even remember their fucking name. I like artists that just every now and again they just change up what they're doing completely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that looks different to what you've done before.
That's what I thought was really cool about. I think the best example of that was when Tyler Stout did that Alien poster.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, everyone absolutely
shit themselves. It's the best one. Like,
it's so good.
You know what I remembered thinking when that came out? I was like, oh, good. They all hate it. I'll be able to just like buy this, right? Because it was the only one that I've ever liked. Like that I actually would want to have.
It's the best Struzan poster, isn't it? Because it's different to the other posters he's done.
Yeah.
But I fell into that hole though, because I was like, I have to have a style. It has to be these like flat colors, and it has to be this thing and all that, and like it has to be this kind of like composition or whatever. But then I was getting so stuck because I would have an idea that I thought was good, but I'm like, well, I can't execute that with this constraint. And it was, give credit to Matt to be like, wouldn't do it that way then. Don't do it that way. What are you fucking doing, you idiot? You're such a fucking moron. And so like that synchronized.
And what's even more fun is when I get caught up in the middle of this and I get asked what my opinion is of it, and I can't. I'm not right either way, because one of you.
I thought you were gonna get caught up in making that funny noise.
we value and respect your opinion, James.
Thank you.
Well, you know what it is, James. Because we'll get into our own heads about it, and we'll just start going back at each other, and ended up fighting like a couple of old married fucking whatevers. But then James is just like the level-headed layman sort of normal guy in the middle, and he just goes, I like that. Or, oh, I'd prefer if that was green or something like it. And it's just like a simple kind of, and you had an idea on a poster we're not talking about the other day that made it to the final. So there you go.
By the way, where's
finally done something of Vice Quest?
Where's the Spider-Man poster?
All of these years, I've added something of value. after you, because that was like, no, I can't turn it off because fucking. Why don't you just change it to this? Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I still want it the other way.
I know.
I'll take.
I hate to say it, but I think it's actually better that way because it's sort of indicative of what they're doing in that scene. So James made the picture actually better.
By the way, James, where's the Spider-Man poster you promised?
Hey, I shared it with you all in that chat. So Tom, you have it.
So I should post it? Okay. I thought
post it. People want to see.
All right. I thought
see.
I thought this was just the opening sketch.
What? You think I can do better than that?
Yeah, of course.
No.
No, I can't.
I'm fucking terrible at drawing. This is why I spent 8 hours yesterday reconciling the fucking PayPal account.
What?
You know, this is why
Today I've got the T-Rex on sale. Passion project of mine.
Yeah. Oh,
I love dinosaurs.
I've got a really
Really big and heavy and cool. So everybody watching, all 10 of you, buy it. Yeah,
It's 21. It's 21 right now. 21 people that can hit the like button.
Buy this, and then that means I can make more. Hopefully.
What we should do
Look,
is
he's got the
yeah.
oh yeah, I've got the original G1 toy over there.
So
I was trying to allude
by the
without
way,
actually
this is the poster,
alluding.
people. I just showed it to the world. James Spider-Man No Way Home poster.
Oh yeah, he's NFT, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's NFT.
G1 Grimlock.
By the way, I do before this goes live. This isn't one. It's not.
It's not live. It's live, right?
Before people post this, I appreciate how fucking terrible this is. This isn't me thinking I'm any good at drawing. This isn't me thinking that I'm very
So
proud
good.
of this.
Looks amazing. People love it.
And this was a genuine effort on my part to try and do a good drawing. And my nephew. My 12-year-old nephew went, "What's wrong with his arse?"
What's wrong with whose arse? I can't see it.
It's you. How can hold it?
It's in the thing. It was.
Don't you remember?
Have you not seen
Yeah,
this?
I'll post it.
Probably, I can't remember.
I'll repost it in the little chat. Or should
Is it that nightmarish that I've blocked it?
You know what we should do? If there's ever a Vice Press show, gallery show again or whatever, we should just frame a very small print of James's one and put it somewhere, and that can be like your Where's Wally, like you got your 30 posters on the wall, but somewhere is James, and the cover price on it will be $14 million, and we'll just see. You never know. You never know. You can give them digital rights. You can give them the NFT.
I love shit like that. When I did that retrospective, which obviously now is a bit weird because my career's carried on, I did the little mini Ant-Man prints that were like 2 centimeters, and they were like on the floor basically, so that like mice and little people could see them, and like nobody noticed them. But then the few people did, and they were like pictures and saying, "Look what I saw, little Ant-Man size."
I think
tiny little ones.
I think James.
I'd like to put prints on a wall one day again.
James got basically asked for commission of Sonic by more art galleries. So.
Ooh.
Oh, they asked me to do Sonic, right? They're probably listening then. I don't.
Yeah, James Hobson.
I don't want to do Sonic. I might have been polite at Thoughtable face to face, like because but I think they have Transformers, don't they? Right?
Make something happen.
Do I
don't know anyone that likes Transformers?
Do I like Transformers? No, obviously no.
I don't
Sonic.
think so.
I've got loads of Sonic figures on the wall, haven't I? There.
We got a couple of questions, by the way, from the audience, aka Gary. So first of all, Gary wants T-Rex in the Jurassic Park colorway, like for the title, the Ford Explorer colorway, as a nod to the man poster, and then blah 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 blah. And Gary's asking you, James, what expression were you going for with that Spidey?
On his face,
I guess. On his ass, I don't know.
Just a general sense of
I'm not seeing it.
Ennui. Just I don't know, a sense of look, right. You're lucky he's got the right number of limbs. to be honest with you, let alone his expression. So let's be grateful for what we've got. But you know what? I appreciate the questions, Gareth. So thank you very much. What we'll do is, Gareth, next time you order something, I'll do you a nice little remark in the middle of your poster, especially for you.
Perfect.
I want to see that.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to see that.
In Sharpie. I'll do it in Sharpie.
1-on-1.
Yeah, 1 of 1. Just for you.
Wow. That's special.
This goes better when I'm drinking beer.
Oh, mate, maybe it feels like that for you because I'm fucking. I think
I'm
I
having a
fucking
great
killed it
time.
today.
I'm having a fun time.
Oh, come on, 20 minutes.
You've been on your phone waiting for your wife to get back with new tires this whole
She's
time.
back already.
Flori,
Oh,
how's
no.
this perspective for you this time around?
Yeah, do I look like I'm in the night? Like, am I a creature of the night in my dungeon here? Yeah, this is good. 11 o'clock start time, 11 p.m. was is slightly too late. But I think next time I'll be a smidgen earlier due to time zone rigmarole. So that'll be
you go
good.
back next week, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we go back tomorrow.
Was
Yes,
it?
no, Sunday. Yes,
We're going to have to have a look at this because
That'll
over
be
the
fun.
next 6 months, it's going to be a bit of a. We're going to have a look at this whole time zone scenario because I do
Just
like
have to
doing
start
these.
Well, if anyone
without this dickhead, and then it'll be fine.
I'm the problem. Yeah, if anyone fucking watches it at this time, we'll just stick to this.
You know
If they
what?
don't,
Actually,
then we'll have to figure
there's
something else
26
out.
people
Yeah.
watching. To be fair, so that's as many as we get on a Friday
Yeah.
night to be normally. So
It
that's
could be more though, couldn't it?
Yeah, people,
There you
where
go.
are
There
you?
always
I've got
could
50,000 followers
be
on
more.
Twitter. Where are you losers? What you
Tweet right now and say there's an Australian
Do
chap
it.
that's had 6 whiskeys and he's off his nut.
So what I wanted to talk
So
about
come and see what
very
happens.
quickly was Matt with this T-Rex.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it goes on sale at 6 p.m. at 6
Tyrannosaur.
p.m. tonight.
6 o'clock English time today.
Yep. And how
That's-
Oh, it hasn't gone up yet.
That's
many
an-
is the edition?
No,
3 hours.
there's 500, but there was a pre-sale in the old secret club as well. So
Whip him out. Whip out your big boy.
what do you add him out?
That sounds weird.
Nah, sounds perfectly normal to me.
It weighs like
4 tons.
500 grams, so half a kilo.
I find
It weighs as much as an actual T-Rex.
How fast can it go?
Not
As
very
fast as an actual
like the
T-Rex.
dump T-Rex. I did this one because I just love it, and I like it more than the unicorn. So
I do too. I don't know what it is about it, but there's something. It just
a lot of
reminds me of the old rubber kind of toys that you would have.
yeah, that's what
It's just like
I
this
wanted
big
that to
honking
evoke
big. Yeah, this big honking mass that is just like looks cool. Yeah, buy it.
that. Don't have to add.
Obviously I'll get a free one. So fuck is all. But
there's something weird going on with Facebook and it's not weird at all. Facebook and Instagram at the moment. Like whenever
Oh, Instagram is shit the bed completely, honestly.
we post,
I don't even look at it anymore.
whenever we post anything like a picture that shows we're shipping something, it will get like thousands of views and thousands of likes. Whenever we post something that says that something's going on sale, nobody will see it. Facebook are clear.
That's because of the links, right?
They're clearly throttled. Oh, what's the links thing?
So if you post a link in a post on Facebook or whatever, like it doesn't get surfaced because they want you to pay for ads if you're trying to sell
It gets
something.
blacked out, basically.
Also,
does it?
keywords like it's like obviously for sale or on sale now. That'll flag up on their algorithm and it just bottlenecks.
Oh, does it?
It must do because I did a random tweet the other day. I just said Benedict Cumberbatch has got a really great face, or something. And it got like 1,000 likes. I post T-Rex for sale, and it gets.
But that's because
30.
it's Benedict Cumberbatch. That's
Yeah, but it wasn't even a
that's the
picture of his
Benedict.
face. It was just it was a throwaway. There's no rhyme or reason to it other than
That's true.
the second you say it's for something for sale, there's some kind of bottleneck going on, especially on Instagram.
And it's
worst, man.
also with linking people, I realize since when I do the release podcasts episodes, that's always like when I link the artist, so everybody knows that's in there. But that's not gonna get any views if I link like 30 people. Nope.
I get
So basically, social media is
posting a
dead.
picture just with no text gets more traction.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. Social media is dead. You're just gonna have to find out about this stuff on your own.
TikTok, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok.
You sending
You reckon
out
I can,
T-Rex to the mailing list?
Yeah. There's an email going out to the
At least
mailing
those
list.
people there'll be people that missed it. It's like the pre-sale. A few people missed it. Like, how can you miss that? I posted it up.
Well, that's the thing. Even with the groups now, so like with how groups works. So our group's really weird. So your group's private, Vice Press is open, which again I'll come back to an issue with that in a minute. So even with groups, whether they're private or open, Facebook will control who sees those posts depending on what the content is, regardless of whether they're private or open. So it seems that they're like kind of controlling them overall. So it's really bizarre. So like the best way to kind of engage now is just to kind of make sure that you've got that kind of mailing list maintaining and kind of building up and everything. We get more, we get more conversions. And sorry, this is a boring thing for the audience, but actually it's quite an important thing if you're interested in kind of what we do and stuff. If you don't subscribe to our mailing list, please do, because that's the best way that you'll make sure that you kind of find out.
Roundabout way to get to the please subscribe.
But it really is, because it's like the thing is like you might genuinely miss something. Like we were talking about this the other day, like pre-sales and stuff. Like we do pre-sales in the Vice Press community at the minute, which we're gonna probably have to take private. Because what I noticed the other day was we did
Drew's unshared it.
Drew shared it, and then like my sister, bless her, she shared it as well. Like, I mean, I'm sure loads of my sister's mates want to buy a Hellboy poster, but bless her, she shared it, and I'm like, oh shit. But so we're gonna have to take that private. But then is the best thing to do pre-sales to people that just subscribe to the mailing list, because then not everybody, or do you do it in the group, or how do you do it?
But then it's mailing lists are funny too, because you like at some point you joined it, but then people get annoyed if you had to do too. You know, if you get annoyed by getting emails that you didn't want, join my mailing list, because I set it up like 3 years ago and I never use it. You'll love it. It's the best one. It's the best one out there.
Yeah. I mean, I do regularly clean it. Like if people don't read emails, I remove them from the list, because I'm, whatever, because I don't want to pay for people that aren't reading emails.
The thing is like 10 years ago when like
okay, you're still here,
made our careers and everything, but now it's like changing, isn't it? More and more, it's like you see more and more ads. It's like
TikTok.
Instagram is like mental for ads now. You know, like your feed used to be just what people you follow were posting, but it's like
it was all butts.
Butts. And it's just fucking ads for random shit now, like same as Facebook. I'm like, what? But you talk about something and then it pops up on there as well.
I was looking at sheds yesterday.
You were looking at sheds.
Yeah, I was looking at sheds yesterday.
Oh, wow, what a life!
Yeah,
it's a rager over there.
Oh, mate,
you've got a shed though, mate.
Oh yeah,
are you shedding me?
You need another shed. Do you need a shed for your shed?
I need a barbecue shed. I need a barbecue shed.
Okay. You're gonna put a barbecue in the shed.
Barbecue storage shed. So
oh, for God's sake, everything needs its place and everything needs to be. Is it going to say barbecue shed on the outside with the label maker?
It's very German. It's very German.
Batman, like the 60s series, because everything was labeled.
Maybe. Anyway, so I was looking for a shed yesterday, and now so this was on my Mac, on my browser. And then on my phone, I'm going through my phone this morning. Every other fucking post on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter is "wanna buy a shed, wanna buy a shed, wanna buy a shed."
No, I want a barbecue shed.
Yeah, like every other. Like, what if I'd already bought a shed? How many fucking sheds do I want? Well, I mean, clearly me, obviously quite a few. But
am I getting shed sponsoring now here?
Oh, now that's all we're gonna get on YouTube. We're gonna get monetized with sheds.
Okay. Nothing can beat the power of Transformers. I've looked at too many Transformers.
I tried to book a hotel room, and now Facebook's unusable because that's all it is.
Hey, this is a vacation stuff.
They're turning you off, and people just go, "No, I'm not buying that." No, and then because it's initially when they first started doing it, they probably saw people buying stuff, so they were like, "Oh, let's do more of this." And then it turns people off, and then they stop buying it. And then instead of going, "Oh, maybe we should hold off on the fucking ads for a bit, boys," they go, "We need more ads because there's not as many people buying stuff." And there's more.
To be honest, posts. To be honest, we do use it sometimes. Like we'll just be talking about stuff like, "Oh, we need new pillows" or whatever. So I'll stand in the kitchen and I'll just hold my phone up and go, "Pillows, pillows, pillows," and then later on, so I don't even have to Google search, because later on, all of Facebook will just be ads for pillows and shit. I do it all the time.
I was just about to say,
when you don't want it, it's a problem.
I was just about to say I need a new backpack for something the other day, so I just like typed in backpack
Backpacks.
in something, and then next day my stream was just backpack. So I'm like, straight away you just got a catalog there of all the different companies and shit. I mean, they're all garbage, but you know.
Yeah, I think after our last Batman talk, I got like everywhere Batman posts by like different Batman groups that I don't belong to, and it's like super weird.
Adult life, right, is just trying to find pillows. That's all I've decided.
I've had the same pillow for 20 years and it is disgusting. It's so gross.
I knew it. I was going to say, that's not a man. It's
but I can't use any other fucking pillow because they're uncomfortable. I get a crick in my neck. So I've got this manky old sort of beaten up lumpy pillow, which has got one bit of it that's the right shape for my head. That's my pillow and it stinks.
Yeah.
Well, the reason this came up is because my wife has one of those ones that goes, it's like has the wood,
the memory foam
thing that kind of it goes into there. Like a few years ago, she got it and it fixed like a whole bunch of issues. But she said like she didn't sleep for a week basically because it was just like this is the worst fucking thing I've ever done. But it was $100. I've got to use this pillow, and then once your body gets used to it, you throw the manky old thing out. So I'm like, oh, I need to make that leap, but I've got my shit pillow. My shit pillow. So it's been years now and I still haven't kind of upgraded. But every now and then I just say pillows into the ether and I'll have a little search to see what's out there.
How many pillows do you have though?
I'm just a one pillow man.
One pillow.
Well, yeah.
If
So
I have two pillows, I'd get a crick in my neck.
So I used to be a 3-pillow guy, but since
whoa,
so, yeah.
You're just standing up, mate.
But since my neck and my head thing, I've
These
now
pillows?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah, man.
They were.
Hotel rooms are your friend.
Now I'm just.
This is why your brain.
Bed.
This is why your brain's not draining because it's never going. It's never going sideways, mate. You're always
sleep sat up like that.
But now, like, yeah, well, your reaction is exactly what my fucking neurologist reaction was. It was like, what the fuck are you doing, you dickhead? It's like one pillow. Like now I'm just one pillow. It's super soft because I have to have a soft pillow because I'm a prissy little bitch. And it's, yeah, I'm fine with that. And actually it's helped my head as well. I wake up with less headaches in the morning and kind of less congestion and shit. So,
this pillow chat is riveting.
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk. Ooh.
Yeah.
Change the name of the
talk.
podcast. I'm sure no one's ever used that.
But yeah, so God knows how we got onto that garbage. But
people following it, man. More people than ever watching right now. People talking pillows in the chat.
I fucking told you.
We found a niche
because we spend a lot of time on our pillows.
Pillow prints in the future. What's up?
Hey, shut up! I need to talk to the chat, right? If you're at work on lunch or like just watching at work, just say cheese, like in the chat right now, because we're gathering data at the moment as to who would watch in the daytime. Because we don't work normal ass jobs. Well, Tom sort of does, and James used to. But we're like, oh, who has a lunch break? Like, what's that? But we just want to see. So just type cheese.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah. Cheese. There's the first cheese.
Nobody works.
One person.
Nobody works. Even if you're at home working
two
technically
people.
and you're watching this
Two
crap.
people. Three.
See, I told you people
work from home, don't they? And then they're just like, well, I'm just not working for a bit.
I like to have chit chat. I like to have chit chat on. Like if I have a movie or like even music, sometimes I can't get any work done.
Basically, everybody's at work here.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
nearly up to 30 people watching. I think actually,
no one wants to fucking work.
It's like the radio, isn't it? You could just put this on, and it's like the fucking radio.
Yeah.
Radio.
Exactly, just a bit of like nattering bullshit that means absolutely nothing.
I think if this works, I mean, this might be something that we move to like every 2 weeks on a Friday or something at this time. It kind of could be. And also, this is a kind of time when me and Matt could probably get together and start to do every now and again from the office as well, because we could probably do it in person.
So you're saying you want me to drive to the office?
To work.
I mean, yeah, I'll just do
well,
it.
I've said in the past, like, why don't we just have like, because I work all day and all night. Like, why not? Would anyone be interested in me just turning on a camera and answering questions and shit while I'm scribbling away on leaves and shit? Like, tell me, because I'll probably end up doing that at some point. I'm running out of internet to watch, so
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with this open channel now. We can start to use it beyond more than just this this episode. We can start to use it for other content and bits and bobs as well.
I'm not interested in talking to people, so no, you can get fucked. It's like like when people want to know like your process, or they want to oh, can you show us a work in progress?
Oh no, there'd be none of that.
Oh, none of that.
It's just
like
base.
suggesting like
No.
Would...
I will be. This would be this.
Oh, so you wouldn't be showing your screen and you're scribbling?
No, that's boring, and no one can look at it anyway because there's NDAs everywhere. But what I'm saying is, it's just a lovely chit chat in the afternoon / morning / whatever.
Well,
like if you've got a question.
Statement then.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about hats based on Alien? Well, I prefer snapback, and yeah.
I can give people a walkthrough of how
favorite.
to use Zero and the UK
That's
VAT
extremely boring.
The VAT accounting process.
Can you do like an Excel where you make a picture where you make all the different colors on the cells? I've seen nerds do that before.
Yeah, we used to do boobs and penises.
Yeah.
In IT, because of course we did.
Yeah.
I'm all down
5,
for doing
3, 1
season, doing commentary on movies.
That'd be fun. Because you don't have to put the film on, right? We should watch Top Gun before we go see Top Gun.
How about?
Yeah, people saying that doesn't look good. It's like, did you see the same trailer? Because the fuck, that looks amazing.
I don't like Top Gun.
Oh, shut up, James.
Listen, guys. We could do, since we all
don't like Top Gun.
I don't dislike Top Gun, but it's not a film that I'm like.
Grease yourself up. Get down to the cinema. We're watching part 2.
It looks like they're even going to have a volleyball game on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Football this time.
Oh, football.
Foosball.
How about by the way,
American
we could do like, since we like Moon Knight or something shorter, like half an hour show, and do like every time we're on like an episode, and just watch that and we comment on it, and the people who love the show can chat along.
Yeah. Watch-alongs, stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We've got to still play that Turtles game, right? We're still going to do that if they ever fucking release it.
That's right.
Oh, the new one. When's that out?
Would you watch us on
delayed,
Twitch, guys?
I was
Hey,
thinking.
chat, would you watch us on Twitch playing video games?
I've not played video games in years. I would love to play.
No, I don't even have a system, but I'm going to
So mine's in the loft. But...
What could we play? Like, what's like a 4-player game we could play? I don't.
Mega Bomberman.
We just have to. Oh,
Tron.
no,
How about
back in the
Tron?
day.
Turtles is obviously because there's 4 turtles, and we are
Yeah.
synonymous with
I'm
turtles.
Dibs Donatello.
Obviously.
I thought we figured
We
it out.
know that you.
We
No,
figured it
I'm
out
Raphael.
last
Raphael.
time.
no.
I'm Raph.
No. Yeah.
Into that.
Look, I'm Michelangelo. Tom is obviously our tech guy, so he's Donatello, and
Right.
he's got the vibe for it. You're a Leonardo if there's ever been a
You are
Leonardo.
such a goody
Massive
two-shoes.
fucking nerd, like really goody, does what the teacher tells him to do,
Leonardo,
loves zero
I think
accounting
being called
software,
Leonardo is the
loves
cool-
doing invoicing.
You're
I
Leo.
genuinely think being called Leonardo is the coolest thing anyone's ever said to me.
That's a very Leonardo thing to say.
Oh, how gracious of you. I'm definitely Raphael, and that's the end of that.
You are. Even though you want to be Michelangelo,
I would
you're an
love to be
absolute
Michelangelo, but I'm
Raphael.
way too grumpy, and I hate all.
Raphael has the same pillow he's always had, and don't you dare tell him to change it.
So
You know.
I can do only PlayStation or computer. Don't have an Xbox.
But this is the thing. So if we
I'd
do this,
PC.
even
We'd go on
once,
PC, won't we?
Yeah,
I don't have a
if
PC.
those are Mac guys. Remember?
I'm gonna.
Or
Yeah.
fuck off, Ben.
I've got a PS4.
No, but
You've
what
got
I'm
a
saying is,
PS4,
if we
haven't
do
you,
this once, I get
I'm
to buy a
thinking that.
PS5 and claim it on tax. So we have to do it at least once.
Oh.
Exactly, Jimbo. See,
want an
I know.
Xbox
I'm the fucking
One
money
X.
man.
I really want an Xbox One X, but you can't buy them. And I wouldn't play it.
We
Killer
can talk
Queen-
about this
Killer
off. We
Queen
can
is a
talk
good
about
game.
this offline. More important question:
Nidhogg.
what
Nidhogg.
Tog duvet do people have?
I don't know that.
I
What
don't
was the question?
Come on,
because
man, why are you?
I'm taking the
a
piss.
Duna. We call them
I
a
don't
Duna.
know.
Okay,
A
Bob.
Duna, you do. I know.
Duna?
I learned
That's
this
what it's called
from
here in
the-
Germany.
You call a toilet a dunny, dunny. don't you? Dunny.
I learned the whole
just call
Duna
it-
thing from the block because we were like,
I've
"What's a
seen it on
Duna?"
Bluey, and she gets
Yeah,
told off
Dunny.
for saying Dunny.
We'll call it a shit can.
What are we talking about?
Duna.
I don't know.
Like kebab, like doner?
Duna. We got 2 new exciting licenses this week, which is good.
Ooh.
Yeah, we did. We can't tell what they are, but we got 2 new exciting
Oh yeah,
licenses.
concepts
brilliant.
already, haven't I?
So we're kind of doing that, which is good. Florrie, you got a new piece of art approved this week as well.
It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
to do with like nighttime and dark.
Moonlight?
No.
Darkness, no parents.
Spawn.
Yeah, no, not that one. The original one. Yellow.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I've got 4 posters approved already, and that's more than I've ever. I'm
We're apparently just
Cooking with
sitting on
gas.
them like dragons, and we're not
Cooking
don't want to
with
release them
gas.
before
We've got in terms of releases, we have got a release every week through to the 28th of July planned, with the exception of 2 weeks, the 21st of April and the 28th of April.
Sorry for
I
one of
can
my
fill
posters
those.
because I've got a couple that are due.
What, 21st of April? Well, those 2 are just while I'm away. But if you want to
No, I
do a
don't
couple
mean
of
that.
releases.
No, I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm just saying. Bump some other people along.
Oh, I know what you mean now. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, a lot of these releases people have been waiting for quite. Some of this stuff's been approved for months even in itself. So, but yeah, we've got there's some really cool stuff in here. We've got some 40th anniversary stuff, 2 40th anniversary releases.
Really?
Andrew Swainson. People have been asking us about Andrew Swainson's Jaws 24 by 36
happening.
version.
big one.
That's the 29th of June. If anyone in the chat can tell me why it's the 29th of June, you might know. Some folks might know in there.
Why? What do they get for telling you?
Oh,
Nothing. They get nothing. They get a well done.
What's the
They get a
fucking-
slap
Can I
on the
guess?
Thumbs up from the teacher.
back. Yeah, you can have a guess, Florrie.
Because they're coming in the film. They're coming into the 4th of July weekend, aren't they, or something?
Yeah, but what specifically happens on the 29th of
The
June?
first killing.
Yeah, it's the kid gets killed.
That's not the first
then.
killing.
What? No, it's not the first.
They're at the
killing.
start.
It's the Kittner kid gets killed on the 29th of June, which is the
Ah,
date
cool.
that Florrie's, which is the what happened. No!
You've broken.
Which is the poster. When the poster is set on the 29th of June. That's it.
Right.
Okay, quick
Those mine.
little thing here. We have been on air for an hour, and I think a couple lunch breaks are over because the
Yeah,
views
yeah,
are a little bit down.
yeah.
So just
I
pointing
know.
that out here.
Yeah,
It's
we're
because
gonna.
we've been talking about absolute rubbish for the last 15 minutes.
I thought it was great,
That's
man.
why. Oh,
Yours is scheduled for the 12th of May, Florrie.
cool, man.
Your next print.
Why can't we just do it now? I think we just do it now.
And we have quite.
Now.
And in celebration of a bit of a teaser, in celebration of Doctor Strange, we've got a release on the 5th of May that me and Matt and Florrie, who's seen it, are quite excited about.
You've seen
I haven't
Doctor
seen
Strange?
Oh,
You helped make
I
that
wish.
poster really good, remember?
It's in celebration
oh
of
that's
Doctor
cool.
Strange.
That one. That's
It's
a good
cool,
one.
isn't it?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all like it though, so no one's gonna
Exactly.
buy it.
Everyone's starting to forget it, don't worry.
Yeah, it's by an artist we've not worked with before, a chap called James Basima, who
Hopefully
who
he'll do
like
really
as
well because I really want him to do like Evil Dead and shit. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So, anyone else got anything else they want to say, do, act?
Oh no, I mean, you know, like
Oh,
Tom,
yeah,
your
yeah.
2-year anniversary
I
tomorrow.
just want to say, yeah, exactly. Anniversary's coming up tomorrow, guys. We will be live at 7 p.m. BST. James and Matt are definitely going to be there. Florrie probably is sleeping at that time.
yes. So that is 4 a.m. I believe.
So,
Setting the line.
but if the kids wake you up,
What time
super
are we
early-
on? What time are we on?
7 p.m. bullshit time.
You are I think you're at
5
8.
a.m.
7 p.m. is
8
when it
bullshit
starts,
time.
and 8 or 8:05 is your time.
Just for like 10 minutes or something.
Well, however long you wanted to do this.
I thought it would be like a 8-hour, like all day. He's just going all day kind of thing. I was like, yeah, I'll jump in at 10 a.m.
Mhm.
But no, it's an hour. So week.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are not interested in talking forever. That's the problem here.
They don't want to spend. You don't want to spend 8 hours on camera. I
I
mean,
mean-
Gary did it, didn't he?
Yeah,
I
but
mean, if Gary can do it, then
like
anyone
some
can
kind
do
of
it.
masochist, isn't he?
I think it broke
I just
Gary.
I just did it
Guys.
for the Oscars, by the way. I did 4 hours, like the 4-hour stream.
Why?
Oh, why didn't you
Such
tell
a
me?
load of old crap. Who cares about anything that
Yeah,
happens?
we had fun talking about it. We talked also about the Razzies and stuff. So, by the way,
You know that thing you
How's it
enjoyed?
go-
I hate it. I hate
There's
it. And
one.
you're
Who
wrong.
There's
cares
one.
about the Oscars? It's so out of touch. It's untrue.
but it's a good reason to talk
That's
about movies.
true. Yeah, other movies that aren't a part of the Oscars.
Yeah. Why isn't this one nominated?
Yeah, we did that
Yeah.
too.
How's everyone feel about old mate Bruce Willis
Oh, that's
having
sad, isn't it?
everyone's been making fun of him for I don't know
it's
10
quite
years
clear.
for making absolute garbage. Turns out he doesn't even know what movies he's made. It's like that's a pretty sad pretty sad situation.
Oh, I
isn't
just
it?
think of the good shit he did.
Yeah.
That's why they.
That's
That's
true.
why they gave him the Razzie this year, and then when this came out, they
Yeah.
kind of
They took
like
it
said,
away.
"Okay, no Razzie
Did
for
they?
you anymore."
Did they?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought they might have to because that's a bit rough. Like apparently he's had an earpiece in Marlon Brando style for a couple of years at least. So that's
just-
pretty rough, isn't it?
It just seems like he's been kind of taking on a lot of stuff to kind of earn as much money and stack it high and
Yeah.
kind of do what he can while he can.
Trying to look after his kids and stuff now.
Apparently
Yeah.
one of the great assholes though. It's a tricky one because everyone that's worked with him in the past 20 years says he's a cunt, but also like you still feel bad for that guy because he was he definitely changed things. Like
Look.
Die Hard changed the game back in the day.
Without
And he's always been great when he gave a shit.
Without-
Man, that is a wicked movie.
And then he had
Which
one of
one?
the best cameos on Friends.
Element.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Tom. I think neurological conditions,
Your
regardless,
wheelhouse, Tom.
regardless of,
Which one are you, James?
yeah, regardless of what you are, what kind of person you are, I'd kind of never wish anything like that on anybody because it's a scary prospect. And to go through what he's going through must be absolutely fucking terrifying. And to know that there's no end in sight for that,
And
that
lose
it's-
the ability to talk. I mean,
that it's only going to get worse, and that it's only going to kind of you're going to be more reliant on people around you, and you're just going to slowly lose more cognitive ability, more physical ability, more neurological ability. It's just such a terrifying thing. I just think it's so sad, and I think we just, like Matt says, we've just got to appreciate everything that he's done and kind of celebrate his kind of work that he's got, and just kind of give him that privacy to kind of just step away and just
What was your last favorite role?
look at that.
Looper.
Looper.
Yes, yeah, probably
Looper
agree with
was
that.
Good movie.
Bloody brilliant.
Good movie. Shouldn't have done the fake chin. Good
No.
movie.
Okay.
When Paul Dano falls apart in the middle of the street, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Now, hot question. Apart from Die Hard 1, what's your favorite Die Hard and
Vengeance.
why
Vengeance.
is it Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Easy.
Die Hard with a Vengeance because I love Simon Says shit. I love it. Love it.
It's fucking good.
Brilliant.
Everyone that says it's not good has mental issues.
All that
Just right.
stuff
I mean, that's
with Jeremy Irons is wicked, and he's putting on a
So
stutter
good.
in it. Oh, it's amazing.
it's not a Die Hard. I should stop doing that voice. It's not a Die Hard movie because like he's not in one place. He's in one place. The whole city is the place. You fucking morons.
Bombs
Like,
everywhere.
it's just a
Bombs,
great
wicked.
film.
Because
And
it's
it turns out they're
it's
just
so-
trying to steal money. I love that. Same thing.
Brilliant.
For me, like a
Brilliant.
Die Hard film is a film that's a maze. It's kind of a thing that you're kind of trying to kind of work through a maze. For me, Die Hard with a Vengeance has still got one of the best, most memorable opening scenes. You've got where Loving Spoonful, Deenie,
Oh, Summertime in the City.
Hot down summer in the
Yeah.
city, and then the explosion and everything. Just it kind of I like that, and that
Samuel L.
relationship.
Jackson's one of his
Yeah.
first big roles. That wasn't it? He was
Fucking
like
killing it, man.
Yeah.
that movie.
Hot take. It might even be more rewatchable than the first one, and that might because I've seen the first one like 8,000 times. But there's so much happens, and it's constantly moving. Like there's a pace to Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's just so good, and it's called Die Hard with a Vengeance.
It's got Batman in
Yeah.
it.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah,
It's fucking sick.
it is.
Die
cool.
Hard 2 is pretty cool when he kills the guy with the icicle, though.
I like.
It's
There's
the
cool
best
stuff, but it doesn't come together.
He's not
Out
as
of
good a
the-
I don't
director,
think-
that's why. He's-
out of the three
Yeah.
Die Hard
Okay.
films they made, it's the best. It's the second best.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, part 5. My God.
Oh my lord. They went down.
Oh,
Anyway,
my.
on that note, let's wrap it up, guys.
What?
Oh, do
I've
you
got
want
nothing else to do.
to carry on?
That's it, we're finished. Bye everybody. Thanks for listening.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back in. Well, I won't be back. These three morons will be back in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
For episode
Who's
5.
in charge? Who's in charge?
I'm hosting.
You're
I'll host.
Laurie's hosting.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
might-
that,
I might drop in for 10 minutes from my sunbed in Jamaica.
No,
You
you
can
won't.
Oh, that'd be
You want-
good.
No,
you can
kill
all see
you.
me all
What the
lubed up with my
Speedo
with my
with a golden
bands.
speedo.
Beach volleyball.
Once
Yeah.
that's been-
So thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back at 1 o'clock UK time in 3 weeks' time. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye.